The San Antonio housing crash is over for now, as San Antonio housing market comes back down to earth. Last year's median home price was around $300,000 and it's still like that today. San Antonio housing inventory made the national news as it surged 200% increase in its inventory. Later, I'm going to talk about an investor with 1,000 homes that said, I am not buying anymore. I'm Trey with the Cavalry Group, brokered by Real, the worst San Antonio realtor. The past few months here in San Antonio, we've seen a drastic change in the housing market where prices were tanking, inventory has doubled, but now that we're starting to see a little bit of a change that you need to know, there are also some surprising new developments that are happening on certain parts of town that I'm going to share with you. According to the real estate brokerage franchise RE/MAX, San Antonio's housing inventory increased 234% year over year, which is the fourth highest increase noted by the brokerage. So what that means is this time last year, there was probably one home that you really liked that fit your criteria. Well, now in today's market, there's 200 more that fit your criteria that are in inventory ready to buy. Do you think this is an opportunity or does this suck? Because of the recent lack of demand, even builders, the San Antonio Business Journal reports reduced builder demand sends lot supplies soaring. It's been hard to get builders to commit, which means it's been harder to get a bank loan. According to the first quarter data from housing intelligence firm Zonda, which advises the White House, as new homes have declined since the third quarter of 2022, the number of vacant developed lots, that is, lots that have completed and are ready to be sold to a builder to put a new home on, has increased to the point of oversaturation. I'm sure most of you are looking online at houses and shopping. I'm seeing builders give a lot of incentives and dropping prices. If you look at my website, you'll see 267 properties that are brand new sitting on the market and have dropped the price by $85,000, $26,000, $36,000, $31,000, $51,000, with builders dropping prices so much and people trying to gain what day they should lock in their rate. We're actually seeing kind of a knee-jerk reaction in the market, and people are starting to feel confident with all of these rate buy downs and dropping prices, also incentives, where they're locking in much lower rates than market. So much so that now we're starting to see a shift in the market. According to the US News, builder confidence actually improves. So you see this graph here in 2023 when we started, builder confidence was down. But now that they've been slashing prices and dropping rates, now builder confidence is starting to creep up. Even they predict that single family homes should hold steady. This will keep this housing supply low in the area, coupled with strong job market, improved consumer and builder sentiment, ensure a strong housing market for San Antonio in the foreseeable future. This US News article is singing praises to the San Antonio housing market, but I got a curveball for them. San Antonio Business Journal reports David vs. Goliath. San Antonio residents take aim at halting 2,900 unit Lennar housing subdivision. The quote from the homeowner is, "This is not about my backyard. This is about not my water faucet." A group of South Texas residents here locally are trying to stop a 2,900 unit subdivision in the name of environmental quality. If you watch my videos in the past, I do talk about the Edwards Aquifer and how low it is, which supplies most of San Antonio drinking water. Their objection is that the water waste treatment facility required for this subdivision in San Antonio's far northwest side will be free to dump up to 1 million gallons of effluent into the city of San Antonio's waterways daily. If you're like me and you had to Google what effluent water is, it's basically contaminated water. What do you think about this project of 2,900 homes coming to the far northwest side that may affect your water? Not to beat a dead horse, but this is actual footage from Medina Lake and its water levels. The reservoir of Medina Lake is only 5.9% full, according to KSAT. That used to be a house on the lake, but now it's more of a house on a hill. We don't know when this Medina Lake is going to be filled up and these areas are going to be revitalized. Now, Medina Lake in the far west side is very beautiful. It's not just about the lake. It has a lot of very beautiful hill country views. A popular topic that's going around San Antonio is affordability. With builders cutting home prices and offering rate buy downs, it also applying for fixed rates of 4.25 to these homes, which is about 2% lower than the current average rates. Recently, builders are now starting to see homeowners come back and accept the lower rates so their confidence is back, and we don't know how much longer these incentives will stay. Brian is the business developer at Meridian Pacific and says there's a schizophrenic nature to this market right now. I don't know if comparing it to schizophrenia is an accurate way to compare this market, but power to you, Brian. I think what he's trying to say is buyers are watching this market like it's under a microscope, and as soon as they see rates start to drop, buyer demand really goes fast, and we've seen an uptick almost by the day or week in home sales. But when rates start to tick up, that's when demand goes back down. And the hesitation I'm gonna talk about is this investor with 1,000 homes on the south side that said this is gonna be his last. We actually have a secret weapon. That secret weapon is affordable housing. San Antonio has a lot of advantages as it becomes one of the nation's hottest spots for economic and population growth. There are horror stories of insane prices from our neighbors in Austin have chilled our bones and served as a warning if they bought in the height of the market and now are trying to sell in the dip. Shout out to you, Jeremy Knight, my favorite Austin realtor. If you look at around San Antonio's downtown area, a lot of those homes are the quote shotgun style homes. So now we're coming back to that era because there's a huge push for affordable housing. Like these new affordable homes that are about 350 square feet, tiny homes that are available on the south side and the northeast side. It's like history is repeating itself. According to Zonda data, 80% of the current home building activity on lots smaller than 30 feet in the area are being done by Lennar. The tiny communities are Elm Trails, Southern Meadows are so far the only projects with lots under 20 feet across. There's even a luxury manufactured community over 100 acres with a dog park, pool, playground that's coming to the south side. Two major things that I had noticed in the past 3 months is total home sales are 1,700 in January, 2,200 in February, and now up to 3,000 here in March. Other thing is people are getting close to offering their list price. Back in January it was only 93%, ticked up to 93.5%, and in March was 94%. Sellers are getting more realistic with what they can actually get their home for. Buyers are having more confidence in making offers. The third bonus thing I noticed, median home prices climbing up again from 308 in January, 310, and now at 314. Do you think the crash is finally over? There are new subdivisions that are popping up in San Antonio with builder demand being back up. You have Blue Wing Trails, which is 57 acres being developed, proposing 341 single family homes located Blue Wing Road and Mickey Road on the south side. You have 34 acres being developed in Alamo Ranch Parkway. You have Hunter's Ranch Subdivision proposing 53 single family homes located by Petrenko on the west side, and Higdon Crossing proposing 94 single family homes also on the south side. This is why people call San Antonio recession proof. People really need affordable housing, but you also have an influx of luxury buyers coming from different areas because everything's more affordable even on the luxury side. The San Antonio Business Journal reports why a Southside purchase will be this investor's last for now. With about 1,000 doors currently under management, Ramos said Riverbend Apartments, a 200 complex unit on South Florida Street, he got under contract November 22. This would be his last acquisition for the next 6 to 12 months. There's a saying going around between investors, Ramos said, survive till 2025. He's saying it's hard to raise capital for investments in multifamily. The hope is that by 2025, the Federal Reserve will have gotten back under control and moderated interest rates enough to free investment dollars that have been locked away behind the doors in a fear and uncertainty. We're in a weird time. Even world economists cannot predict what's going to happen, but what we're seeing is a very knee-jerk reaction. If something major happens like rate drops, you're gonna see demand go way up very fast. If rates don't come down, it seems like prices and inventory will stay where they are until something major changes. If interest rates go down, they can refinance, but at least they got the most incentives up front. I say I'm the worst realtor because I cut the sales fluff and give you the truth. If you're looking to move around the San Antonio area, our team would love the opportunity to help. Thanks for watching.